Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and today we're looking at The Stuff of Legend, the board game. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely one incredible IP game. With the legend game designer Kevin Wilson, and the actual artist that did the graphic novels. Oh my goodness, this is a treat for every board gamer. Ooh. I'm losing the plot this week, so many great Kickstarters, but Lipstickpaddy, please tell us all about this incredible Kickstarter. Please take it away. Now peeps, The Stuff of Legend, the board game. Oh my goodness me. Now, I'm recording this video in advance of the weekend, as I've got a busy weekend this week, as it's my wife's birthday party, and lots of planning and celebration. Anyhow, oh my goodness me, have we got one hell of a stellar game here. Well, this was at Gen Con this year, not like it was getting covered by any journalists. Not that any other game got covered either. I'm still angry about what happened at Gen Con. I'll say no more. I'll put a video link up above of the tragedy that happened at Gen Con this year in 2021. Anyway, The Stuff of Legend might have more backers if it had been covered at Gen Con and if more people knew about it, but hey, we've got an absolute classic here. Now, first of all, game designed by Kevin Wilson, Arkham Horror, Android, Netrunner, and Descent First Edition. For me, this is very much like an Arkham Horror in a different skin, actually, the way the board has been designed and the way you move around it. So, of course, it's not just a reskin at all. But you could argue that the Boogie Monster is Cthulhu and the other monsters that are coming on the board. Cthulhu's minions, right? It is very similar, but this is coming with an IP, a strong one at that. New York best-selling graphic novel. Not just one novel, more. There's more of them, there's a lot of them. And so you're going to get a lot of people maybe coming to this when adverts go out in newspapers and magazines throughout the whole month that this game is going to be kickstarted, which is very good. So we should probably see this get upwards of way above 1,000 backers anyway by the time you've probably watched this video, and more stretch goals will have been stretched. In fact, I'm expecting this Kickstarter to really blow up when it starts to get advertised out there, because it's really an IP that's very strong. And yeah, it might be worth coming back doing a final thoughts on this, because I expect it to stretch into an unbelievable value proposition title. Yeah, there's a excuse me, a lot is going on here. Now, if you watch this video, even before it talks about the game, how it works, it's very scary actually. A little boy in a bedroom that the boogeyman comes in and just pulls him out of the room. It's, oh my goodness. This game is a dark theme. It really is. And it's not for children, I would say. It is horror based. It really is. So, yeah, props to the team. It's been absolutely knocked out the park past its goal. Fabulous stuff. Board game. It does need 3 players though. That'll hold it back a little bit. That you need 3 players. And this is because one of them is going to be a traitor, and there is a mechanic where your traitor card will get swapped with another player, so then you'll actually be playing on the good side, and that other player will then actually become a traitor. So that's a really interesting mechanic. Essentially, the boy has been kidnapped by the boogeyman, and you're going to be one of the teddy bears in his room that goes after the boogeyman, and when they go after him, they'll get turned into... For example, I think the teddy bear gets turned into a bear, a grizzly bear. And all the teddy bears turn into, or toys, get turned into a beast of some sort that go and try and rescue him. Now, this coin's going to be important as well, because you're going to be tossing this throughout the game to determine what the boogeyman is doing. You want it to turn, you don't want to turn on the boogeyman's face. It says 1944 on this coin. It is based in the 40s. Got to take a drink here, so my throat's very dry this evening. I really like this box art. I love the title as well. I mean, it's coming from an IP, so title was heavily thought of. The minis that you're looking at here, this is the Kickstarter exclusive version. The retail box will have standees. And the standees themselves playing the enemies here. I really wish they did acrylic standees and did the art. Coloured art. I'm not a fan of this art. This tending, it's like monochromic, isn't it? But at least the board, it has a little bit of colour as we go down. And a bit like Arkham Horror, you've got these like destinations on a board. It's zoomed into a city though, and you've got paths that you can take to each, and each location on the board has a certain number of cards that are on that place, and when you turn them over, it'll be a good or bad event that's happening, and stuff like that. Now, the art is actually done by the artist of the graphic novel of the Stuff of Legend, so this is fantastic that it's going to fit perfectly with the graphic novels. You couldn't have got a better artist on the project. It is near and dear to that. I'm assuming the art does have this 1940s look from the photographs back then of this kind of beige, black and white, monochromic thingy. It's not white. And it is based in New York. You can see Brooklyn here on the map here. Very good indeed. Also, the artist did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game as well, which was a very, very popular game. In fact, Arkham Horror, very popular. Civilization, board game for Final Fantasy Flight, very popular. Android, probably seen as one of the best deck building games ever made. Descent first edition, fantastic. Got taken over by second edition though, but still great design from Kevin Wilson. So really, we've got legends of the industry, not just game design, but of artists, but an artist who's coming over from graphic novels. All right, so look at these characters as you go down, but some of these turn into these different forms when they go, and they're all asynchronous as well, and which is nice to have. An hour to 120 minutes. I'm guessing if you're playing with 6, it'll be at that 2-hour period, but with 3 of you, it should be a 90-60-minute, which is obviously a lot shorter than Arkham Horror was. And yeah, you can get like a lot done here, trying to stop the boogeyman, of course, taking the little boy. The Sagrada designer said it's like Toy Story meets Saving Private Ryan. Art, story and gameplay are perfectly complementing each other. Like really good there. Now it starts off with a retail box of 70, and you'll always ask yourself, does this Kickstarter warrant you backing it if you know it's coming to retail, because you know you're going to be paying a lot in shipping, and you could just wait for the retail. But whoa, no, this is certainly got an amazing Kickstarter version when we go down and see it. So these are the 6 characters: Max the bear, Quackers the duck, Mercy the pig, Jester the jester, Jack in the box, Princess the doll, and Harmony the ballerina top. So these are all strong characters from the book, right? So you can see what they turn into. Quackers was this kind of duck here, the bear, the tiddly bear. The Jack in the box becomes the jester. The ballerina becomes the Harmony, and the old Inuit, is it Inuit, becomes the princess. Here, the little piggy bank becomes Percy. Lovely stuff, isn't it? Now the card has to draw heavily on the IP, and as it's a it's an graphic novel, it has to bring that graphic novel style over, so it has to be near and dear to it. For me it's held back by the IP because I like colour in my games, but I guess if you're a fan of the book series, you will love the fact that this ties in with it so well. Like I say, near and dear. Now, these encounter cards can be bad, and you can see they're bringing in some of the more toys that went in the world but have become nasty, and they will attack you. So there is going to be encounters in this game. All these toys that became beasts in this world. Boogeyman cards themselves, all horrible if he starts to unveil these. And there's these exit tokens where there's different ways to get out of the world. You're loyal to the boy, you're loyal to the boogeyman. This will be moved around these cards. One of the main dynamics of the game. Action cards are good. I love that these action cards have physical art on them from you attacking. It looks really cool. The bird going at it here, the quack going at it here, and they're very emotive. I like the beauty that's gone in them. The one behind this card looks like black ink is melting over like wax. That looks fantastic. These special cards are good as well, that's happening in the game. So there's powers that is coming as well. The board itself is really, really cool. You've got like this action board here, which is off to the side. Nicely cleared instructions on it in this piece of paper. Looks hand-drawn, looks wonderful. You've got this big board here of coming into Brooklyn. There's this kind of hill area up here. With a big snake drawn on it, if you can see that. It is all self-contained though, and you've got the boogeyman track to the far right. And every time you toss the coin in the game, the boogeyman's going to advance if it lands on his area, on his side of the coin. That's a little bit of the look, and when you played Arkham Horror, luck could really make the game really hard for you on sometimes when you played it. So it seems to have brought that dynamic over here where it can get very, very hard if literally the toss of the coin goes against you. Although you are potentially, your luck should help you, and there might be certain things you can do to reverse him or slow him down at least. We're still in the retail edge here, but you do get the minis for the boogeyman and the boy, and you get a plastic coin, and you get all of these troops. So you get quite a lot of minis actually in it, don't you? All these carbon copy ones though for the troopers of the boogeyman. Now we're at the Boogeyman edition, which is the retail edition. Everything we saw up above, limited print run. It does sound like it is going to be super Kickstarter exclusive. Comes with a sleeve. The sleeve though is disposable, isn't it? I've never seen a really super sexy high quality sleeve. They always seem to be throwawayable. And they really just work as when they're packing the boxes in China, they can put a sleeve over the special edition ones so that they get put in a special box. That's basically the function of it, isn't it? So I would actually prefer it that it was the same box as above but had Kickstarter edition on it. Or the Boogeyman Kickstarter edition. I wish it just had that on it. Otherwise you've just got to try and keep this sleeve. You get a metal coin though, which is sweet, and you get this limited edition Stuff of Legend comic book, and I bet that's got a good resale value when you get this edition for fans of the IP and not necessarily interested in the game, this is going to be quite exclusive. But you do get minis for each of the characters, and I really love these. 46mm as well, they're big. 56, big. I mean, they're big. They are very, very cool. And I really want to paint these really colourful as well. And they look really, really cool, don't they? I like how the tray toy chest is going to be inside the box, where you're going to be pulling out these. They're really, really nice detail here that's been done for the game. Really do enjoy it. And it does say it's going to fit sleeve cards. As we know, it's an important thing to have it. There are some kind of extreme pledges here where you can get an original art piece. That is not for our Kickstarter people, is it? Anyway, it has been funded. It then got upgraded cards with linen finish and black core, which is about 300 GSM, I think it is. Is ivory above that? I can never remember what they are. Black is good enough anyway, I think. A new playable hero. It says standee, and I wish they just unlocked the standee and the miniature at the same time, like most Kickstarters do, but here they've split it. Like here. It's a little bit of a shame that these minions that you're going to see don't have minis, and rather than stretch goals to produce minis of all of the enemy types, they're bringing in another character. The general miniature. So now it says included in all boogeyman editions and mini packs. So what's the mini pack? Now add-ons, you get the coin, the heroes. These are the big ones, though. A hardcover version of the New York best-selling books. These would be really cool, actually, to put in books. And, oh, look, this is trending on Kickstarter, isn't it? In this quarter, third quarter of 2021, is to put a plushie on the pledge, and this one's looking really cool, actually. Are we getting the coolest plushies on Kickstarter? What's going on? It all started with Flamecraft. And what's the other game I covered this week? There's another game that I covered this week. Editor, can you put that game that has more plushies? It's the Artisans of Splendor Vale. They're doing 3 plushies in that one. I do remember it now. I'm pledged for it, for goodness sake. I'm not good with names. I think if you watch my videos, you know I'm terrible with names. And I always ask the editor for help. I'm bad with faces. You're either good with faces or you're good with names, right? That's the way it is. I like the plushie. This is a great overview. Now, you're playing as one of the boy's loyal toys, and you're trying to rescue him. It's cooperative, but one of them's going to be a whatnot, you know. Shifting alliances. Yeah, over the course of the adventure, alliances can shift, and once loyal toys can swear their service to the boogeyman. You're going to be searching through the far corners of the dark, such as Brooklyn Creek, the jungle, and the board game land of hopscotch. But beware, the minions of the boogeyman could be hiding anywhere, and even if you do not get away, they will lie in wait for you to return. Or even worse, chase you through the dark until they have fulfilled their master's wishing. These are the minions. The king. Why did the king turn into a giant snake. I guess this mystery is all in the IP of the books. You don't know who you can trust, and even the way out is a mystery. This is one adventure you will continue coming back to. Lots of love on the game. Lots of love. This is the coins. The toss of the coin. When a member of your group runs out of cards, or your group votes to allow a player to discard their current hand, they must flip the coin of destiny. If the coin comes up on the boy, he will move one step closer to being lost forever. Not good. If the coin comes up on the boogeyman, one of his cards will become active. Not good. Which will change a rule of the game. So the rules will change as the boogeyman starts to get stronger, and these could make the game harder for your group as well. It says to work together, so yeah. Only 1 of 4 paths will lead you out of the dark, and can you find it before the boogeyman finds you? Yes, interesting stuff. Now the exit is going to keep changing as well in this dark place. Your group must explore each part of the map. And yeah, super cool. Super cool. You watch these playthroughs, it does look fun, it does look very special. It was one of my anticipated games for Q3, Q4. It's good to see it on Kickstarter, looking very, very strong. Now, this is why I might have to do a final thoughts on this, because there's going to be a weekly narrative reveal. Haven't you read the stuff of legend? But don't worry, we have you covered. Every week we will be releasing pages from the first volume of New York Times best-selling series The Dark for you to download. Ooh! This is very cool, isn't it? So I'll be coming back to check these out. And the stretch goals and stuff like that. No, download part 1. 28 pages. Go for it, peeps. Go for it. Get into the lore of it. Dun, 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 dun. Did Flamecraft influence every Kickstarter going forward? No. Flamecraft had plushes and Flamecraft did puzzles. Agmonia's got a puzzle on their Kickstarter if you go on it as well. And so has this. Let the games begin. Solve prizes. Dun, 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 dun. Every riddle you solve gives you a chance to win a free Deluxe pledge on Kickstarter. All puzzle winners will receive, however, a Beware the Boogeyman mini print with their pledge. Very cool. So you just get it. I guess what these mini prints? You click here to play, and you can even do this if you're not backing it, if you like puzzles. So hey, and you know, if you want to share how you did the puzzle in the comments below, that'd be great. Shipping. It's with Quartermaster Logistics, if you know what they are like. Boogeyman you're going to have to go for. And they of course don't have Mexico here, but I've got a sneaky feeling it's going to be $60 for Mexico. Ow, ouch. No, fairly big team, I will say that much, and all that good stuff. Now let's go up to the FAQ. Oh, before we go there, Agmonia have a video on that. Fantastic game. I've really grown on Agmonia since I did my review of the Kickstarter, or critique. I'll be doing a final comments on that as it goes to the end. Master of the Universe, I'll certainly do a final thoughts on that, but it's looking superb. Alternate Secrets is looking fantastic too. Relics of Rahavara and Montala's Revenge expansion didn't get full votes here at Kickstarter to cover it, but it's basically coming from a phone app that people really enjoy, and this is the expansion. We won't be covering that on the channel, unfortunately. Let's go up to the FAQ. Size of the cards? Big. 70 by 70, they're big. Well, they've got to fit on the board, haven't they? Are all the standees included? Yes, they are. You're even going to get the plastic coin with the Boogeyman edition, it says. Is there a solo mode? It needs 3 players. Goodness gracious. Can you play it fully cooperative? It is possible that no one's a traitor. It does say that. But a key piece of the game is distrust that is sown among the players. So it is part of the core experience, having the traitor. How long has the Stuff of Legend been in print? From 2009. And it was a New York bestseller in 2010. It's up to volume 6. Wow. Oh, the final volume's being worked on. That will be volume 6. So there's 5 out at the minute. When will volume 6 be out? This is really for people coming in from the IP. With the penultimate volume 5 hitting last year, we are now actively working on volume 6 of the series. Expect to start releasing the final volume in 2022. Well, this game's coming in 2022. Can we not get a hard copy? Super 6 versions of the series? That could be an add-on! Because they're doing 2 hardcover books for $20, is it? And I wonder if can you get all 6 for $100 in a box set? That would be one spectacular add-on, wouldn't it be? Oh my god, that would be so cool! Yeah, because you're going to be getting the volume 6 maybe with, you know, you're right up to date with. It'd be so fantastic. This is like a dream come true. Editor, please put this section of the video as amazing. We'll call it something like amazing FAQ or secrets revealed in the FAQ. I don't know. I want to timestamp this section because that is a super cool idea that we can get a big box series of the graphic novel. There we go. What language is in it? It's just in English, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Just say stay tuned though. And can I add add-ons after I have already backed? You should be able to. Yay! Why is there no questions like when is the pledge manager going to open? When will it end? That should be like a normal FAQ. Anyway, let's go to my final thoughts. Oh, the Stuff of Legend! What's going on this week? This could be the 3rd game I'm backing this week, and it's gonna have to be a $1 pledge, isn't it? Where's the $1 pledge? You're just gonna have to put it in here. Does it say Mexico? It doesn't say which country. I guess they're doing it worldwide if it doesn't say, if you can't pick the country here. Alright, but the Stuff of Legend looking absolutely fantastic, isn't it, as an IP game? I like the fact that you're not going to be trusting people around the table. I like the fact you've got those random reveals as you go around the map. I like the idea of the boogeyman getting stronger, changing the game rules and all that stuff. I love the minis. I love the secret powers each of them have. It looks so good. Please watch some playthroughs to get the buzz that's going on with this game. But it was on my anticipated list and it's not let me down. It's looking so phenomenal, peeps. What's going on? The September's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. Killing me. I'm basically going to have so many minimum pledges going on that the start of 2022, I'm not going to be able to back anything. That's just the way of it. There's just so much goodness coming out in September, isn't there? Tell me, what games are you backing this September? Really curious where your money's going. And are you $1 pledging stuff like I am to spread out the payments, as it were? Man, I thought this wasn't going to be that big of a week, but it's another nuclear bomb, isn't it? The stuff of legend. Oh my god, I'm so excited to play this. Especially when there's loads of campaign games coming out, and this one is a game you can actually get done in an evening. Lovely jubbly. It's got a cute IP feel, will bring in many people, and I think even my social game group will like to play this as well as my gaming group. So that ticks both boxes for me, that it will get to the table, of course, at least, you know, more than some that only require one group will play. So yeah, it's looking very, very cool, and I really want to see, and I think I will bag to get the what's it called? It's late. I'm losing it. Let me have a drink. The book, the graphic novels. I'd love to get the 6 hardback books in a box. That'd be amazing. And I think when I back this game, I'll be making myself vocal in the comments. Of course, I always, when I back a game from my videos that I cover, I always shout what I want to see added, I guess. But and maybe we will get all of the standees of those enemy types. Well, you know, Kickstarter is the place where miracles happen and all that stuff. So there we go. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like Kickstarters and Kickstarter games that are super spectacular, I do cover all of them on the channel, of course. So think about subscribing and all that good stuff. Well, I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. You've been listening to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.